All right, we're gonna start with the second talk. The second one is Mohammed, and he's gonna talk about unlocking observability with the Elastic Stack.
Bonjour à toutes et à tous. Hello everyone. My name is Mohammed, coming from a security background. During my experience, or my past experience, I get a chance to use different open source technologies and tools, and one of them is Elastic. For the next maybe 15-20 minutes, we're going to talk about Elastic Stack for observability. In our agenda, we'll have an overview about Elastic Stack, the different components of the stack, and then we dive into the observability, and we will have a quick demo. Before we dive, just by raising hand, who did use Elastic? Okay, a few hands. Perfect. All right. So let's start from this. So let's imagine you working with or you have an e-commerce platform, and suddenly users start reporting like a delay, or in a bad day, the system or the application is not working. So like the troubleshooting here will be really hard, like to find out where's the issue exactly, and that's where like the centralized observability solution, Elastic or any other observability solution, will help you to have visibility on what happened on your platform. Let's say you have VMs, you're deploying your solution on Kubernetes or Docker containers, and you are not collecting the logs, the metrics. Like you will be lost, and you don't like find from where to start the troubleshooting. So in our demo today is Elastic as a observability platform. But as you can see, we can use it also for security, or we can use it for search. The stack have three different layers. We have the integration, or the ingestion layer. It's the place where we collect whatever like metrics, logs, telemetries, transactions, whatever like you want to collect. We have a lightweight agent. We call it Elastic Agent, or in the past Beat. It's a lightweight agent. You install it wherever you want. It contains now around 400 integrations or packages. It's ready to use. You just configure and you start shipping whatever you want to ship. In the top or in the middle, we have Elasticsearch. Is the heart of the stack. It's where we store, where we search, analyze our data. And on the top, we have Kibana. Kibana is the user interface of the stack. It's the place where you can interact with your logs, metrics, where you can build the visualization, alerts, dashboard, wherever. And also, you can manage your cluster. Like if you want to create a snapshot, if you want to take a snapshot, or if you want to create an index lifecycle management, like you can do almost everything from Kibana. Another tool, I forgot to mention it here, like in case you cannot install the agent, you have network device level 2, like or layer 2, like you cannot install anything there. We have something we call it Logstash. Logstash is also an open source tool, or ETL tool, extract, transform, and load tool. This is the three different scenarios or use cases for Elastic. You can deploy it locally. You can download Elastic or Elasticsearch and Kibana, and you start using it locally. Or you can use the cloud. You can use your email, and you log in into elastic.co, and you have a free trial for 2 weeks. You can try all the different features of Elastic. So this the scenario that we said, like you're working in e-commerce, you have a different SSH like command lines, like that's why like here we need a centralized observability solution like Elastic or any other solutions. For the observability with Elastic, we have as you can see here, I put a few, but we have more features. Like you can collect the logs. We can also monitor the infrastructure. We have infrastructure monitoring, and we have APM or application performance monitoring. We will see everyone from this three in the details and also in the demo. We have uptime. It's also one of the features, and finally we have synthetic and real user monitoring. So for the observability, there is no blind spot. You can, as I mentioned, you can collect the logs, metrics, telemetries, traces, from everywhere, like from the infrastructure, or if you have an application, and this application it can be a database or whatever, generate the logs. You can ship the logs to Elasticsearch. Again, if you want to take, or if you want to also get the traces from the application, we can use APM, application performance monitoring. So for log monitoring, we collect the logs, you specify the path, and you start collecting the logs. If we have the integration, I said again, we have more than or around 400 integration. Like your data will be ready to use. Instead of sending a full message of log, it will parse it and split it in different fields, and will be ready to use directly. Otherwise, you need to use something we call it an ingest pipeline to parse the log and make it ready to use. The infrastructure, you have a bunch of VMs, and you want to collect, or you want to monitor the CPU usage, the network, the memory, the disk. Then here it's come the infrastructure monitoring. Not only you see in real time what happened in your infrastructure, but also you can create alerts, like if there is any threshold, like let's take an example of CPU or disk usage. If you have more than 85%, you can send an alert or generate an alert based on this threshold. The alert can be directly here in Elasticsearch, or we have a lot of integrations or connectors. We call them connectors. Like if you want to send a message to Slack or Teams, or you want to send an SMS or email, then you can do it directly here. Or if you have more, like if you have a source solution or any automation, third-party automation tool or solution, you can send the playbook, or you can take the action. Like for the disk usage, for example, you can add more disk, or you can, for the CPU, you can do the same. So this is about the infrastructure. And also in the alerts, we have, or we can use machine learning or supervised machine learning job for anomaly detection. If there is any spike, or if there is any peak in the usage, or if there is something suspicious, not normal for this entity or for the user, it will also generate an alert. This is the application. So we saw logs, we saw the metrics, but if you want to get visibility on what happened inside your application, right? So you have front end, back end, database, and you want to see what happened inside, like for get better performance or for troubleshooting, then you can use APM. APM, we have two parts. We have the agent, like you are using Python or .NET or JS, whatever the technology. We have the APM agent. You integrate it with the code. Is different from technology to another. Like you integrate it with your application, and this agent will start sending the transactions to the APM server, and we will be able to see the traces and the errors, and we will see a few examples. Real user monitoring and synthetic, it's give you full visibility in the user, like to see you have a user and he come to your platform or website, you will see all the actions like he did and how long it took, like what's the delay, like you will get a full image or full visibility on what happened. The good thing with Elastic is not just for observability. You can use the same data, the same metrics, the same thing, but for cybersecurity use cases. Like with the same data, with the same thing, with the same platform, the same configuration, you can also use security. And security, there is a few things. I will not talk in detail about security, but just highlight it. There is a SIEM, or Security Information Event Management, and the endpoint, the Elastic agent. We talk here. Here, like you can use the agent not only to collect the logs, but also you can use it as next generation antivirus, and also you can use it as like you can take an action, like if there is a ransomware attack or if there is something really dangerous, you can block it, or you can take actions from the SIEM itself, like to isolate the node or to isolate this machine from the network. This is about the cybersecurity. Why Elastic? We saw like we have almost everything in one place, and this is really really good point. Like you see the logs, metrics, APM, and you can search, like you can interact with your data, like you run queries or aggregation, and you get the results, or you can build a dashboard visualization to visualize or to show your customers or to show your users like the performance of their infrastructure or their application, and so on and so forth. The anomaly detection, I have mentioned that we use supervised machine learning, but also we have an integration with the LLM. So if you are running an LLM or a large language model, you are running one locally, or you are using OpenAI, so you can easily interact with it from Kibana directly. So you just create a connector between both, and you will be able to ask OpenAI or ChatGPT questions, and you will get enriched response. Like you will take or you will give access to your logs or metrics, and he will get you a customized answer based on your data and based on the question that you ask. Now we'll jump to the demo, or we'll jump to the environment. So this is the welcome page. When you open it, you see the different applications from here, or the same, like we can see it from the menu from here. So just go back. So this is the observability. This is the one that we are gonna focus, but we have other applications like for search, for cybersecurity, or for security case. So we can see it in the same dashboard. This is the overview. This is the place where you see you see everything like logs, alerts. You can see the metrics, like everything in the overview. Now, if you see here closely, cannot see. So it's grouped like here we have the infrastructure. If we click on the infrastructure, it will show us in a few seconds. It will show the VMs, right? This is the VMs that we have in, or the metrics that we are collecting from the VMs. And if you want to get more details, let's say from this VM, you just click, and it starts showing you some statistics in real time, what happened in terms of memory, in terms of load, CPU, disk. If you want to get full visibility, or you want to focus on this node, for example, then you click, and it will redirect you to a new page where you have more and more details about the performance of your VM here, for example. So if we want, for example, to see the metrics, so we click here on the metrics. Here on the right, we can, if you want to focus on the CPU, then here we have the CPU usage. If you want, for example, network or disk, log rate, so you can have visibility on almost everything. Another powerful thing with Elastic is the not just the speed, it can handle like really a huge amount of data. Like the answer, you get it in near real time, and even if you are an example, like some customers send 2 or 4 terabyte daily, and with a retention of 1 year. So it's the same, like whatever, like you send in few logs or few gigabyte to tera, and terabytes daily, it's the same. So the architecture will be different, like the number of the nodes and will be different, but the result you will get the same. This is about the inventory, or this is about the infrastructure and the metrics. If we, for example, want to go to the logs, you can here interact with your logs in a real time. Here you will see the logs coming. We can see the logs from here, or we'll open here. So from Discover, it's the same thing. Like you can interact with your logs. Here you have the timestamp, or you have the time range, and here we can run our query. If we, for example, want to focus on zone A, zone B, cloud, or whatever, like AWS or Azure, like here you specify, you run your query using KQL or Kibana query language. It's a really basic query language. You can just type the name of the field with a value and some basic logic, and you will get the response. So this is about the logs. Now I will jump to the APM. We talked also about the APM, or the application performance monitoring. So this is our inventory. So I can show you the map. Okay, 1 second. Let me just, maybe like this is good. 1 second. Yeah. So this is the map. This is the different, like, front end from the back end. So this is, we using different technologies. As you can see here, this is the connection between the different technologies. So if we want, for example, to dive, I want to see the traces of transactions in the Java or in this app, then I can click directly on the name of it and show the details. And here it will redirect me to the details of this application. So we see it's Java and running on Kubernetes. And if we start scrolling, we will get more details about, for example, here we have the throughput, the transactions. So you will get visibility or the performance of your application, like even the GVM and the heap size, like even the details of the details you can see directly from here. If we, for example, want to jump or to go back to another application, so you just click and it will go back. So let's continue with Java. So this one. So if I want to see, for example, the transactions, so here I have the list of the transaction. If I want to see more details about this specific transaction, you just click on it and it will redirect you. And this, it's built in, like you don't need to do anything. Like this dashboard is already there. You just install the APM agent, connect it with Kibana or with the APM server, and you will get everything ready to use. And even the detections or the alerts, there is a long list of alerts like built-in. You just go and enable or disable them. And if you want, for example, add more exceptions or add connectors to send something to send to Slack or to whatever. So if you want to do more, like you click on the error or you click on the transaction, and you will get all the details that you need to not only do troubleshooting, but to get better performance. Like this, this transaction is take more than maybe 20 milliseconds, and we want to reduce the response time, make it 10 milliseconds. So here, it will show you the warnings, the errors, and also, here we go. If I click on the view the errors, so here it will redirect us to another page. So this is how we use, this is about the APM. Another one I talk about is the uptime. So the uptime, we have different monitors. There is ECMP, TCP, and HTTP, sending, like, if you have critical servers and you want to send a ping every 1 second or every 10 seconds, then you can do it using ECMP. It will send the ECMP check or request every 5 seconds, and we'll get back with the result. And based on the result, you can create alert, or you can take an action based on the alert. So for this one, for example, it's up, and if you want to get more details about the service, like when last time, here is, for example, the locations, like you will get visibility on almost everything. All right, this is about the uptime. Okay, another thing is I have mentioned the machine learning. So we use in supervised machine learning. It's built in, or you can create your own machine learning for one metric or multi-metric RAR users. So there is a lot of types of machine learning job that you can use. And if you want, for example, to go, no, 1 second, this one, let's see this one. If you want to see, or if you want to analyze this machine learning, or you want to see the result from this machine learning, then you click on the, okay, so here we choose the influencer. I was looking for the name. So here it's show you the results. So let's choose this time range, and I'll give it a few seconds. It will get back the result. So the result will be, okay, it's good. There we go. I don't know. 1 second. we go. So here, if we like you see or you have again this work like it's create based on your timestamp or your time series data. It will create a pattern for your entity or for your user. And if there is something not normal, it will indicate or it will generate an error. If you want to see the anomalies behind, then you click just here on this icon, and it will redirect you to the anomaly explorer. And here you will get full visibility, like the score and the influence around what normal and what not normal. Why this not normal. So it's give you an explanation, as you can see here, why this happened. The last point, or the last one that I want to talk about is, let's go back to this one. So I have mentioned that we have like if you want to connect your Kibana or your Elasticsearch with OpenAI or with local LLM solution, then you can do it directly from Elastic. Like there is some configuration that you have to do, like you need the API key and you need the name of the model, and then you create a connection, and from there you can just get a solution. If there is an alert or if there is any security incident, then it will help you not only for detection but also for the response to this incident or this alert to fix the issue or to fix this problem. I believe this is just a high overview about the observability in Elastic. You can learn or you can see more details. That's my presentation for today. If you want to learn about Elastic, then I put a link here to my YouTube channel. I try to contribute to the community. I put some videos to learn about Elastic. Any questions?
Is this particular solution, like, is it a SaaS offering or like not free?
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah, so that's a good question. The question is it free or no? So the basics, right? Like if you want to use, there is different type of subscription or license. Like if you use the cloud version, I said it's 2 week free. If you want more, then you have to pay, right? And if you want to do deployment locally and you want to buy a license, there is different type of licenses, like enterprise and gold, and there is different type, and every type of license have like what's covering and what's not. So.
And how does this compare with something that say logs you, which already?
To be honest, like I use just Elastic for the observability, so I didn't try any other like solution. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Is the APM client may be customizable, or we have a lot of integration collectively?
Yeah, so there is,
Can
yeah.
you bring your own like plugin?
It's not, so the APM agent, like there is a lot of type, like if you have Java, then you have to use the Java APM agent or integration. If you have Python, then you have to use Python, and so on and so forth. So every technology have a separate agent or integration. You add it or you integrate it. For .NET, for example, you have to add more code, like this is the agent, and like you have to add some lines in the code
Like
and
including your own code?
Yeah, to be able to. For Java, it's not the case. Like the agent, when you run your application, you just attach the agent and it will run. So it's different from technology to other. Yeah.
Well, on the UI, you have this stuff called universal profile. Can you show what it does on observability web UI?
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of tabs, one of them was universal profile.
Yeah, the profile.
Just demo it a little bit or just explain what it does.
Can see. So yeah, so the profile, it's like if you have user, so it will create an independent profile for each user, like, and it will show the full experience of this user. Like he visited this page for how long, and for example, this page it took 1 second, 2 seconds to get back, and like you have a profile for this user for the full visibility for the full experience. Questions? Yeah.
No, go ahead. Thank you. Do you have any thoughts for Elastic managed by AWS? Is this something that you like or you prefer to manage?
Yeah, so you're talking about, this is a conflict happened in the 2-3 years, in about 3 years ago. So it's a problem between AWS and Elastic. I don't know, like we don't talk about the details, but what AWS, they clone the version 7.12 and they change the name and they change it to OpenSearch. So I use both. So I use OpenSearch, I use Elastic, but Elastic is in next level because I don't know, 1,000 developers behind, and the OpenSearch, there is a team behind it, but not as big as Elastic. So yeah, but the OpenSearch is also doing good. Like if you want to use a free version, you don't want to pay anything, then OpenSearch is a really good option.
And for the management of the cluster, that's the AWS offering.
They have a SaaS. Yeah, they have a SaaS. You can just consume the service, and also if you want to just use you deploy and you manage your own cluster, then you can do it. Yeah, they have managed or SaaS. Yeah.
No, you said something about the license, and I'm not sure if you said something related to this, but I saw I think a license change recently, and I'm just not sure if to run a self-managed instance if it's okay, like a fully open source.
Yeah, they changed the license, right? So it was open source, and when the conflict with AWS, they changed it, and then now the CEO or the CTO, the owner, Shaiban, he said he will make it open source again because they solved the conflict with AWS. But yeah, they said they wanna make it open source again. But it's not yet. Now Elastic is in the version 8.15. Maybe they waiting for the next release or something.
So we can use like a self-managed installation, but maybe without some features. But
no. This is so the license, the one that I talk about is it's like you can use the free version in the future. Like in the past, you can use the free version and you resell it. Right? But when they changed it 3 years ago, you cannot resell the service. No? But now they think to make it open source again, meaning you can use it and you can sell the service.
No,
right? That's the good point.
No, thank you.
Yeah. It was in GPL 2 or whatever, like the license, and they changed it, and now they want to change it again. Yeah. Question?
You talked about Kibana.
Yes.
This is another tool because the interface is belonging to Elastic.
Yeah, Kibana is one of the components. Like the Elastic is a stack, so we have the first layer, the agent or the Logstash, and the second is Elasticsearch, and on the top it's Kibana. Kibana is one of the tools.
Because the graphics that we see is belonging to Elastic.
Yes.
But we can connect this on to Kibana to have more advanced.
So it's one stack. So Elasticsearch is the back end, and in the front you have Kibana. But if you want to use
how do you ingest data here? Do you have any options to?
Yes. So here I'm showing the APM. So here you have to use APM agent, or here, for example, for the infrastructure, here you have to use the agent or another agent. We call it metric bit. So you install it in your servers or endpoint, and you configure to send the metrics that you want to collect, like CPU usage, disk usage, memory, and so on and so forth.
Can you process big data with this one?
Yeah, I said like there is some customers, they send in terabytes daily, and with a retention of 1 year, 5 years, some and also One of the cool feature with Elastic, it's not with the free, it's coming with the enterprise license, is they call it a searchable snapshot. Mean you take snapshot, right? Like your data is in S3 bucket, but you will run the query on this S3 bucket. You don't need to bring the data back to Elasticsearch to run a search query.
And it can process also streaming data, yes?
Yes.
Live.
Yes, this is in near real time, like delay of milliseconds. Like you cannot even notice it. Yeah. Go on.
Does it speak SNMP? For example, does it talk with network elements?
Yes, for SNMP, yeah, it depends what you want to collect exactly from the network. Like we have an integration with Elastic Agent, SNMP, but me myself, like what I was looking for exactly, it's not covered with the agents. I use Logstash and configure this network device to send whatever I want. So Logstash is ETL, extract, transform, and load. So I send to Logstash, and from Logstash to Elasticsearch.
Is it compatible with every brand or specific?
Yes, it's like for Logstash, it doesn't matter. Like what you have, the condition is you can't send it from this device to Logstash. Like if you can't send it through a port 5 syslog port or whatever the ports, then you just send it and you configure Logstash to like the input to read from this port and this IP, and you will be able to send it. And not only that, like you can do some processing to the data in in Logstash before you send it to Elasticsearch. Like if you want to remove some fields, it's not usable, or you want to do some modification or manipulation to your data, then you can do it in Logstash, and from Logstash to Elasticsearch. Question?
But everything except the SecOps portion of Elasticsearch. You're going to cover that in a separate presentation, or you can speak a little bit about it here?
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah. So the security one is it's really a cool part. Like with Elastic, I use it more like for security than the observability. So it's doing a really good job in terms of detection and even the response now. Like you can use it as an XDR or extended detection and response platform. So if there is any suspicious thing process, like you can kill it from here, or you can isolate the machine. You can download the DLL, whatever like is happening in your endpoint, and you run it in your sandbox, or like doing a really cool stuff with security part. Yeah.
No more questions? Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.